Hi everyone, it's PhD Simmer here and welcome to Strangetown in The Sims 2. Yep, we're going to be starting Strangetown Let's Play, and I have added a few lots to Strangetown just to flesh it out, make it feel a little bit bigger because it is quite a small town. I also did a terrain replacement to add a few more roads. If you're interested in that, I can link some information about that down below. But yeah, we're going to be playing with Strangetown. This is a clean template for The Sims 2, so any issues should have been fixed. So in this very first episode, we're just going to go through all of the families we're going to be playing, set them up with college degrees, change aspirations if we need to, have a look at their personalities, their turn-ons and turn-offs, and then we will also give them makeovers if required. So that's what we're going to do to start with in this first episode. So we're going to start with the Curious brothers. In search of the truth and mystery, the Curious brothers got more than they were expecting. Can Pascal, Laszlo and Vidkun cope with their new roles as cosmic parents? And right away we are starting with Pascal getting his first baby bump. Oh no, he's not getting a baby bump, he's going into labour. Oh my god, the baby's coming. There's a new family member on the way. We just start straight away here. We're going to give them the surname Curious. And he's pregnant with an alien baby, which is so exciting. See what we get. I love the cutscene for the alien babies. Oh, oh my gosh. There's the little baby. Little alien baby with giant eyes. He looked a bit hesitant at first, but now he's like, oh, I got a little baby. It was a baby boy. Now, people often name the baby Tycho, and I did when I played this on stream before. I only played like one episode, but I also called it Tycho. But then I heard about what happens in the Game Boy Advance storyline, and I feel a bit bad because I think they give Tycho up for money for experiments or something. I don't know what happens, but it doesn't sound very nice, so I'm not going to call it Tycho. I'm going to give him a different name. I'm going to call him Atlas because I think that's a space sort of filling name. I think Atlas is quite cute. Pascal's got 3 days off in order to give the newborn all attention it needs. Okay, cute. So I want to give these guys some degrees as well because I feel like these guys would have gone to uni. And to do that, I'm going to use the counterfeit college diploma mod. It's a really handy tool. So I think their descriptions kind of give us a hint of what they might have studied. Currently, Pascal's in science. He is a knowledge sim. We're going to roll secondary aspirations for all of these sims as well, because I think that always adds a little bit of intrigue. But it says, no matter what happens, Pascal believes there is a logical explanation for everything. In his free time, he practices home psychoanalysis and collects conspiracy theories. Interesting. Vidkun is also a knowledge sim. It says, serious thinks out Vidkun strives to fit the universe into a nicely tidy package. He has an unnatural fondness of African violets. And then we have Laszlo. He's a knowledge sim as well. We're going to change it so they're not all knowledge sims, I think. Not as studious as his older brothers, Laszlo got his degree in phrenology. He likes to call phone psychics and spends hours trying to bend forks with his mind. So I think we're going to give Laszlo probably a degree in... I think we're going to give him a degree in philosophy. And I don't think it really matters what grade he got. Let's add his want slots. There we go. He's got his double want slots, which is handy. Well, 6 want slots. And then I think Vidkun, we're also going to give a degree. I think all 3 will give degrees to. And I'm going to give him physics. And then finally, Pascal, I think I'm going to give biology. Just that they got different sciences. I feel like they all kind of would have done sciences, but it's going to go and put Atlas down. You stink, Pascal. Did the baby poo on you or wee on you or do something there? And yeah, so we're going to give him biology. So they've all got a different science. Let's add the want slots. Oh, crap. We've already done that. Let's cancel that quick. So they've all got their want slots, which is perfect. And then I think I'm going to leave them all as knowledge, but I'm going to roll secondaries for them. And we'll see what we get. Because I think the combination of 2 different aspirations will be good. And what I tend to do is just roll a number 1 through 6. We got a 2, which is fortune. So Pascal's going to be a knowledge fortune sim. We're going to give them the whole knowledge tree though. And then we're going to do the same for the other 2 brothers. Vidkun is going to be a knowledge romance. Should be very interesting. Laszlo is going to be a popularity. Knowledge popularity sim. I like that. That's awesome. I also feel like I want to change some of their careers because I don't want all three of them being in the science career. Currently, Laszlo's a field researcher level 3 and the brothers are a level 2. I kind of want to give him something different. So I think I'm going to give Laszlo paranormal career because he's got the philosophy degree. So we're going to have him call work. Normally I'd wait till the newspaper came to do this to get them a job, but because I'm changing their existing job, I'm going to use the modded job seeker board to do this. Oh, we can't go there because of the windows. Have you got a spare wall in your house somewhere, guys? Please. Okay, let's just move these windows temporarily. So he's going to go and quit his job. And then I think we'll leave Vidkun in the science, I think. Yep, we're going to quit our job. Laszlo's going to get a job in paranormal because it's just more interesting to play if they've got different jobs. Okay, and then Pascal is also going to call work and quit. I guess they could just find a job and quit the job through the board, but I like it that they got to phone up and be like, I quit. And he's going to go into, I think, intelligence. Okay, that's all done now. I'll put the windows back. We will definitely give houses a makeover because they are not pretty. The next thing I want to do is check what one true hobby each of the boys has. I have a mod that just tells us straight away so we don't have to wait for it to be figured out. Oh, we should do anyway. I can't see what they have actually, so that's fine. We'll just have to find out through gameplay. And then let's have a closer look at everybody. Pascal absolutely stinks. So yeah, he's the knowledge fortune sim. He's very, very neat. He is very serious but balanced elsewhere. We had a look at his bio earlier. He's interested in weather, paranormal, travel, sci-fi, school. He's not interested in food, sports, work, entertainment, toys, or fashion. Makes kind of sense for him, I think. And he has memories of kissing a mystery sim, of getting abducted by aliens and having a baby, quitting his job and getting his job. And I presume his parents dying there. And Jenny's his sister. She lives in a different house. She got engaged and then she got married. So we'll have a look at her on the family tree. And he's turned on by blonde hair and unemployed sims and turned off by formal wear. These are just randomised. So that's interesting. Then we have Vidkun over here. Vidkun is our knowledge romance sim. I think that's going to be quite fun. He's a lab assistant. Level 2, as we saw. He's turned on by underwear. And he likes bad reputation. He likes the bad girls. And he's turned off by black hair. He's got probably the same sort of memories, yeah. His sister getting married, Pascal meeting aliens, he was happy about that. And he's very neat, quite shy, interestingly, so I don't know how he's going to get on as a romance sim. He's active, a little bit grouchy, so he could struggle in life. He's a Scorpio. And his interests, he also isn't interested in food, not interested in politics, sports, entertainment, fashion either. Nor culture, but he also likes paranormal, weather, sci-fi, school, work, and money, environment. His brother is our knowledge popularity sim. He's a hypnotist, apparently level 4. Okay. He's not interested in school, weather. He's interested in paranormal, sci-fi, entertainment, money. He does like food more than his brothers, sports, work. He's very interested in work. Nothing really significant on his memories that we haven't seen with the others. And he's turned on by makeup and mechanical skills and turned off by rich people. Maybe he thinks they're snobs. And let's have a look at their one true hobbies. Pascal's is to max out 7 skills. I think that suits him. Vidkun's to become the head of the CIA. Well, you're not in that career, so we probably have to change that. And Laszlo's is to max out 7 skills. So I'm going to use a mod called the Lifetime Want Chooser. And I might give Pascal the head of the CIA one, because I feel like that would make sense. The SCIA. And then we'll give Vidkun something different. We'll just re-roll it and see what he gets. Become a hand of Poseidon. You can't have that one, my friend. Okay, we're going to have to pick it because he's rolling silly ones that he can't do because he hasn't got that career. So I guess we'll have him be regular UFO passenger. That sounds quite fun for him. Get abducted 20 times and learn from aliens. Yeah, that sounds like a Vidkun sort of thing. So I have a mod called 50 new lifetime wants, so it adds in more lifetime wants. So if you haven't seen some of them that come up, then that'll be why. Okay, we're going to jump into the Spectre family now and just introduce you to them. Okay, let these wants roll. So we have Olive Spectre here. She is an elder. She's 66 days old. She wants to max out 7 skills. I mean, this town, they love their knowledge. She is a knowledge sim. And she wants to retire. Okay, she's currently a level 10 professional party guest. She doesn't have that many skills for a knowledge elder, but that's okay. She's very neat, but she's very grouchy, quite serious, a little bit lazy and a little bit shy, but kind of in the middle. Yeah, she's in the middle. And her bio says, Olive will stop at nothing to get what she wants. She spends her time collecting mushroom sharpening sticks and excavating her yard. Yeah, this woman is not nice. Here are her interests, if you want to see those. We don't know her hobby. And she's had many, many people die around her. She got left at the altar by L.E. Demise, and then he died. Tim Lee died, Seth died, Patrick died, Melissa died, Lorato died, Peponi died, Benjamin died, Rigger died, Vicky died. Everyone dies around Olive. Brenda, Lou, Hugh, Nut, Luke, Ichabod, Creon, Willow, Lila. Everybody dies that comes in contact with this woman. Underwear and swimwear and beards are her turn-ons, and she's turned off by mechanical. Yeah, so she's notoriously thought to be a murderer. Usually in the game she'd have all her graves here, but obviously this is a clean template, so they've been moved. But yeah, Olive has managed to cover up her murders and is in her elder years and is probably not going to get caught. And then this is Ophelia Nigmos, her niece. She wants to become education minister, which is nice for a family sim, actually. We'll lock in that she wants to get a job. She's in going steady with Johnny Smith, who lives in the neighbourhood. She's not getting on with... She's got a very bad lifetime relationship with Ophelia. Bless her heart. She's an A student. She's turned on by poor mechanical sims and turned off by underwear and swimwear. So random. And we're not going to roll a secondary aspiration for her because she's a teen, so we'll leave 1 point for when she ages up. I don't do it for teens, I only do it for elders. And we're going to give Olive a secondary. She rolled a 2, which is fortune, which I kind of feel like makes sense for Olive. I'm not going to give her the Summon Aliens one. She doesn't really need it. But that's Olive. Very, very interesting. And we have 2 days until Ophelia becomes a young adult or goes off to college. Yeah, goes off to college or grows up. We'll see what happens. She definitely wants to go out with Johnny and kiss Johnny. She wants to find a job. I'm not going to give Olive a college degree. I feel like she didn't go to college. She just went on her murder spree. We're also going to age Olive a little bit because she's supposed to be in my game, Sims don't become elders until they're 70. And she's currently 66 years old. So we're just going to age her up a little bit. I'm going to use the Sim Blender to do this. She's now 70 days old, so she is an elder, which is good. So she's 70 days old and Ophelia is 21. My teens are a little bit, their life stage is a little bit longer, so they don't age up or go off to college until they're 23. But yeah, that's her sorted. I think we've done everything we need to do here. We're not going to, well, we could have her, let's have her retire. Does she have a telephone? Yeah. She's gonna retire, which I don't think Ophelia's gonna like because she's gonna be around to keep an eye on her a little bit more. She can call Johnny in a minute. I don't know if she has a mobile. Be interesting to see what Ophelia's secondary is gonna be. He might show up actually. I'm gonna put the road pieces in for each home as well. We'll do that while we're here. The other thing I might do is give Ophelia a little bit of a makeover in the mirror. I don't really like that bright red lipstick on her. I know she's a teen and everything, so she might have a bit of lippy, wear a bit of makeup, but I don't really like that one. She also has red hair, which I don't know if that's to do with the genetically correct template. I'm not actually sure, but we'll leave it. I don't mind her having red hair. But we're going to change her makeup and her eyebrows. Maybe a hairstyle as well. I think this one's quite cute on her. Let's change her eyebrows. Okay, I think she looks quite cute actually with that lipstick. And that's her new hairstyle. She's got grey eyes and red hair, but she looks very, very cute. I think Olive looks okay. Let's have a quick look at the family tree. I don't know what colour her mother's hair was, but her mother was Willow, who's also dead. So I don't know whether Olive killed her. Ichabod is dead. And then we have Peponi and Lorato, who are Olive's parents, I presume. Through the family tree. And they're dead. But they could have died from natural causes, we don't know. And then Olive's son, Nervous Subject, he's been made genetically correct as well. So we'll have a look at him in a bit. But anyway, let's jump out of this household and go to the next one. We'll have a little save. But yeah, so Nervous is the son of Olive, Spectre and the Grim Reaper, which is very, very interesting. Okay, so the next house we're going to go over to is the Smiths. Pollination technician, PT9 we'll call him, his wife and his kids, who are very wholesome. Okay, so we have PT9 here. He is a family man. He wants to raise 20 puppies or kittens. I don't think you're going to get to do that in your life, but that's fine. He's currently retired. He's a Pisces. He's very neat. He's very playful. He's quite nice. He's a little bit lazy and a little bit shy, but not too much. The one thing PT9 loves more than his lawn is his family. When he's not spending time with his children, he enjoys clipping coupons and staring at the sky. Here are his interests. And we'll have a look at his memories. He had his very, very first kiss with Jenny, which is very cute. He retired. He had his first kiss with Jenny after he retired. I suppose he retired from being a pollination technician. He fell in love with Jenny. They got married. He grew up well. He had his first woohoo. He had a son. He potty trained and did all the skills for his son. His son grew up well. He had Jill. He got into a fight with General Buzz, which is quite interesting. Yeah, he's been a pretty happy guy, apart from his beef with the Grunt family. He's turned on by makeup and talented sim, turned off by charismatic. And like I said, he's a primary family sim, but let's roll his secondary and see what he gets. He got 3, which is knowledge. There's so many knowledge sims in this town. And I don't think he would have gone to college because he's obviously an alien. But I'm going to change his lifetime 1 because I don't really want him to be breeding puppies and kittens. I do mostly stay with randomized stuff, but I feel like with the pre-mades, I don't mind tweaking stuff. Let's re-roll it. Now he wants to marry off 6 kids. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, so I'm not going to give him a college degree. Let's set this family to Monday. So it does mean they'll go off to school and stuff, I think. I'm going to set it to Monday. And then hopefully we'll finish like them all so they will be on track of the hour of the day as well. So that's him. And yeah, he has his pointy little ears. Yeah, he's got a quite nice little face. I have a multi-pollination technician mod as well. So we won't just have one there that's given us the alien babies, we'll have more, but here's him anyway. Very nice. Okay, and then we have his wife Jenny, who, as I said earlier, if we look on the family tree, she wants to quit her job. As we said on the family tree earlier, she is the sister of the Curious brothers, and she's Jenny Smith, obviously, because she got married. Let's have a closer look at her. She has dark blue eyes, blonde hair. She's very pretty. I think we'll change her eyebrows though. I don't mind her hair. It's okay. We might change it to something else, and we'll definitely change her clothes. It doesn't feel like a Jenny Smith outfit. Jenny is also a family sim, and she wants to become education minister, which is what her hopefully daughter-in-law wants to be. So maybe she's going to be in education with her. If Johnny gets married to Ophelia, we don't know what's going to happen. She's a nurse level 3, but she wants to quit. She's turned on by black hair and creative sims and turned off by makeup. Here are her interests. Not interested in sci-fi whatsoever, or paranormal, which is kind of interesting. She is a Taurus. She is very, very nice. Kind of balanced elsewhere, but a little bit serious. Jenny loves having a career, but she wishes she could spend more time with her family and maybe make some new friends. She really likes the colour green. Well, that's not surprising, is it? But she wants to quit, so that's what she's decided to do. And then we have their oldest son, Johnny. He's very cute as well. There he is. Very, very cute. Johnny is a Gemini. He is a popularity sim. He's a little bit sloppy. He's outgoing. He's fairly balanced elsewhere. He's very fit though. Johnny dreams of being a hero that rides on a white horse or at least a cool sports car. He wants to defeat the Grim Reaper. I don't know how you do that, but okay. He hasn't been to college yet because he's a teenager and he becomes an adult in 2 days. He is not interested in work weather, but he's interested in entertainment, health, sports. So he's got and culture. He's got quite a few interests. His lifetime one is to become the law. Okay. He had his first kiss with Ophelia and went steady with her, which is very, very sweet. He's turned on by makeup and red hair and turned off by creative sim. So it's very good because it matches Ophelia perfectly. And we won't roll his secondary yet because he is only a teen. And then we have Jill. Here's little Jill. Looks like she's got a dad's eyes. She wants to grow up, obviously. She's an A student. Oh, what's Johnny, by the way? He's a B student. She's very neat. She's nice. She's playful. She's a little bit lazy and she's quite shy. When Jill closes her eyes, she sees dolphins. She has her heart set on becoming a deep-sea welder someday. Okay. Here's her current interest. And she is a Virgo. Yeah, memories of growing up well. And that's that family. So I don't think I want to give Jill a college degree. I'm going to give these two... then again, she was a nurse for a little bit, so maybe she did do some sort of qualification. So we might give her one and then not give PT9 one. She can have one, why not? I'll give her a biology degree, I think. I mean, all her brothers went and did sciences, so maybe she did too. And she wants to have another baby. How sweet. Birthday cake's out ready for Johnny's birthday. Their ages might have changed because I have an aging system that's different to the EA one, so they might have slightly changed. But currently, PT9 is 58, so he's classed as an elder. So we're going to have to... I don't really want to put him all the way up to 70. So I might age him to a adult. He's going to age down now. There he is. I have no idea if he has red hair. But anyway, he's got red hair. So he's gone back to the start of his life stage, but I will bring him right up to... We will fix him in SimPE. But I don't think I want to make him an elder at 58 anyway. Okay, this is Jenny's new look. I gave her a little bit of green eyeshadow because she loves the colour green. I think it looks quite cute. We're going to plan her everyday outfit. We'll sort everyone's other outfits out. Oh no, we're not going to plan it. We're going to buy everyday. Oh, and we found out Johnny likes music and dance. Okay, I'm going to give Jenny this outfit because it's a nice green dress. Her favourite colour is green and it's a summery dress. I think that suits her quite a lot better. We're heading over to the Beaker household. Loki, Cersei, a nervous subject who we saw is Ophelia's son with the Grim Reaper, who they basically experiment on, which is really mean. But we're going to get him a good life, hopefully. But we have Cersei and Loki Beaker. We're going to give them degrees because they're both sciencey type people. Cersei is a fortune sim. She wants to earn 100,000, which is very suitable. She's an intern level 4 in the medical career. She is a Capricorn. She's very neat, active, and she's in the middle of shy and outgoing, but she's extremely serious and extremely grouchy. She's quite fit. Cersei knows 238 different ways to make somebody scream, and none of them are nice. She enjoys taxidermy and collecting coat hangers. Very interesting person. Here is her interest. Don't know her hobby yet. Her memories are having a kiss with Vidkun, going steady with Vidkun, but then she kissed Loki and fell in love with Loki. And she woohooed, got engaged and got married to him. Yep, so before she got married to Loki, she did have a kiss with Vidkun, which is interesting. She is turned off by unemployed and charismatic sims, and she's turned off by hard work. Okay. And she's a fortune sim, and we're going to roll the randomizer for her secondary. And she got 1 pleasure. That's fine. Not my favourite pleasure sims, but it's fine. She's probably a very selfish person. So she works in medicine, so I'm going to give her a degree. Okay, and Loki... I think we went through everything about her that was relevant. Loki is her husband. He wants to become a game designer. We'll definitely change that. He's a level 6 inventor in the science career, so he's in the same career as Vidkun, and they both like the same girl, so that's a bit difficult. Well, maybe they'll be friends, I don't know. They might, it was years ago that it happened, but I think Vidkun's still in love with Cersei, so... He is... turned on by formal wear and unemployment, and he's turned off by educated sim. Why are you interested in Cersei? He kissed her for the first time, got engaged, got married, woohooed, got promoted. Yeah, nothing really too exciting there. He's very neat, outgoing and active, and he's extremely serious and extremely grouchy. So he has a very similar profile to his wife, which is probably why they get on so well. He is a Capricorn. As soon as he perfects his latest invention, Loki is sure to get the recognition he knows he deserves. In the meantime, he keeps himself busy by trying to assemble a nuclear reactor out of common household items. There's his interests, and let's roll his secondary. He got 2, fortune. Makes sense. And we're going to give him a degree. I think he's going to have a degree in physics as well. I feel like he and Vidkun have just gone through the same path in life, but he got the girl, and Vidkun didn't. So add a 1 slot for him. We're not going to give Nervous a degree because he has been kept as a horrible test subject for a long time. So I don't think they would let him go off to uni, bless him. And he wants to move out. Oh, bless him. So Nervous wants to become education minister. We're going to change that because we've got already 2 sims that want to do that. Ophelia and Jenny, sorry. I always get Jenny and Jill's name mixed up, so apologies if I do that. So let's change... I want to just change Loki's. I'm going to re-roll. I'm also going to re-roll Nervous as well. So Loki now wants to become the head of SCIA. We've already got a sim that wants to do that. I want to play the same careers all the time, Reach the career top and have 3 children on high levels. Yep, he can do that one. And then what is Nervous's? Golden anniversary. I mean, that is so cute. Yep, you can have that. So Nervous is a family sim. He's unemployed. He likes cologne and great cooks. Doesn't like brown hair. We will roll his secondary. 2, he also got fortune, which is probably why he signed up to be a test subject. He thought, oh I don't mind helping with experiments. Didn't realise the experiments were going to be on him. Or he got abducted. I don't know what the story is. But that's him. We need to set the day. What we're on. We're on Thursday. Randomly. Okay, it's now Monday. Perfect. And yeah, I think that's everything we want to do for this family to get them ready. We'll put their road in. I like it to match the neighbourhood. Looks like there's a carpool coming. I might just change Cersei's. I think she's in her work outfit right now, but I might just change her glasses. Yeah, so I want to change her glasses. I don't mind having glasses, but I don't really like the coloured lenses. Okay, I gave Cersei this slick back ponytail because I thought it suited her actually. And we're going to end that household there. Okay, so here we are in the Grunt household. I've just set it to Monday. And we have General Buzz. He is a popularity sim and he wants to have 20 simultaneous pet best friends. He hasn't got any pets at the moment. He is level 10 in the military career, so he is the general. I'm going to change his lifetime one, I think, because I don't really want him to have a bazillion pets running around. This is very appropriate for him. Win fights with 20 different sims. Okay, he already wants to fight Pollination Technician and Olive, and he wants to defeat the Grim Reaper. Very, very interesting. I am going to give him a degree. Actually, no, I'm not. He's going to have gone straight into the military as a young man. He never went to college. I think that would suit him very well. But here he is. He is a Leo. He is neat, outgoing. He's very active, but he's very grouchy and very serious. He's extremely fit. The general likes to have his clock set to military time. He used to enjoy barbershop quartet singing, but that is classified information. Here are his interests and his memories. He woohooed with Lila, who he had his first kiss with, got engaged to, got married to. He had Rip, he had Buck, and he had Tank. So Tank's obviously the older one. His turn-ons are formal wear and great cook, and he's turned off by underwear and swimwear. And if we have a look at their family tree, his parents are Missy and General Chip. So his dad was a general and his granddad was a general. So he definitely probably wants one of his sons to follow in his footsteps. Most likely that will be Tank. Tank's mother is Lila, who has passed away, and so are all the boys. So that was his wife who passed away, and I'm assuming he hates Olive, because he thinks she's got something to do with it. He also hates Pollination Technician 9. Yeah, he absolutely hates Olive Spectre. He doesn't like Vidkun. He doesn't like Laszlo. He doesn't like Loki. He doesn't really like anyone, really. Doesn't like his second son, Rip. Probably because he's not following in what he wants him to do in life. But he's nearly friends with Tank. Very difficult man, I think, to have as a father. But he's a popularity sim, so it's just very strange. We're going to roll his secondary aspiration, and I think that's going to be very, very interesting indeed. So he is a secondary romance sim. Very, very interesting. So then we have his son, Tank, his eldest, who is just an apple of his dad's eye. He is a popularity sim, and he wants to own 5 top-level businesses, which is not exactly going into what his dad wants him to do. He's a hard worker. He's turned on by hard workers and logical sims. He's turned off by the unemployed. He made enemies with Johnny Smith. And it looks like his parents divorced and then his mum died. So that is extremely interesting. I wonder what happened there. These are his interests. And he is neat, active, a little bit shy. He's very serious and he's a little on the grouchy side. And he's also fit. And he is a Capricorn. Tank Grunt wants to be just like his old man. He spends his days lifting heavy things, dodging imaginary bullets, and being bigger than the other guy. But deep down inside, he wonders if anyone really knows who he is. Oh, so he's got a little sensitive side, I think. He's an A- student. We won't roll his secondary. His relationships currently, he hates Johnny. He's not very friendly with his brother. He's friends with his dad, but it's one-sided. And his little brother he's kind of neutral with. But I wonder what happened. Let's have another look at his memories and see if we can work out what happened. So he got engaged, he got married. Then it just says his father died. He had a woohoo. He had a kid. Had a couple of other kids. Lost a fight with PT9. Made enemies with PT9. And then he broke up. Yeah, he got a divorce. And then she's died. So very, very interesting. Did he have something to do with it? Or is it all to do with Olive Spectre? I don't know. I may change his lifetime want as well because I don't particularly want to have businesses at this stage. So he's actually going to have the lifetime want of becoming a celebrity chef, which I don't think his dad's going to like, but that's what he potentially is going to do. Okay, then we have the middle brother who looks very, very angry, Rip. Rip is a romance sim and he wants to have 20 simultaneous lovers. He doesn't like Ophelia Nigmos, but he's friends with her. And he's nearly friends with Johnny. So sometimes there's a bit of a love triangle there, but not in this case because he doesn't like Ophelia. He's a public C student, so he's not doing too well in school, but he also does have a job. He works 3 till 6 as a level 2 gas station attendant. These are his interests. He's not interested in school whatsoever. And he has the same memories of his parents breaking up and then his mother dying. He's turned on by cologne and good reputation. He's turned off by blonde hair. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I mean, 20 simultaneous lovers in this town is going to be difficult because there aren't a lot of teenagers. So he'll have to wait till he gets a bit older to be able to do that. Then we have the youngest, Buck, grow up, which is obviously the grow up aspiration. He's an A+ in school, so he's doing a bit better. He is a Scorpio. He's neat. He's nice. He's very serious. A bit lazy, a bit shy, and he's fat. More than anything else, Buck wants to be a pet stylist to the stars. He spends a lot of time wondering why his father never seems to notice him. That's pretty sad. Really sad. Here's his interests at the moment, and he is a Scorpio. Rip is a Sagittarius, and he's really sloppy, really lazy, but outgoing, playful, and nice. Rip totally doesn't care what you think of him. He is going to do what he wants to do, which is mostly what everyone else is doing. So very, very interesting for these guys. So I've changed. Oh, there's Bella. Oh my God, it's Bella. Let's have him run out and quickly greet her. Okay. Well, at least we've met Bella. So I think I've done everything I need to do for these guys. Okay, next up we have the lost or the singles household. I usually change it to the lost household after Kristen lost, and then I give everybody... Well, everyone's got their own surnames. But we have Erin Beaker here, because they all sometimes have the name Singles, which is not right. She is Loki's sister, who we met Loki before. So Erin is the sister of Loki, and obviously Cersei is her sister-in-law. Erin looks really cute. She's a popularity sim, and she wants to become a Hall of Famer. She doesn't really get on with Chloe, which is interesting, and she's not really that close to her brother or sister-in-law. She doesn't really get on with all of her households. We'll definitely have to change that because... I always imagine that these girls went to college or something together and that's why they're living together. It's kind of the vibe I get. Currently, she is unemployed. She is a Aries. She's sloppy, shy, lazy. Not extremely so, but she's on that side. She's playful and she's nice. Erin spends a lot of time working on her psychic powers. Of course, she isn't psychic, but don't tell her that. Here's her interests. Her memories. She had a kiss with a mystery sim. Her brother got engaged and her brother got married. Those are her most significant memories. She's turned on by makeup and good reputation, and she's turned off by mechanical. So she's primary popularity, but we're going to roll her secondary. She rolled a 1, so she's going to be a popularity pleasure sim. Then we have Kristen Lost here. Kristen's a fortune sim. She wants to become the law. I'm going to give these girls degrees in a minute. She gets on... She doesn't really know her housemates that well. She's also unemployed, but they're bin family, so it makes sense. She's turned on by cologne and good at cleaning, and turned off by creative sims. She also had a first kiss with a mystery sim and inherited money from Daisy. I don't know who Daisy or Artie are, probably her parents, but I don't know. Here are her interests. She's a Taurus, she's sloppy, she's serious, but she is active and nice, and she's fit. Kristen's envisions herself as a world-famous sports champion. She doesn't particularly care for Strangetown, but it's only a pit stop on her track to greatness. Well, you're not going to be a sports champion, you're going to be a lawyer. So maybe she wanted to be that when she was younger, but she's not going to be anymore. And her secondary, let's roll for that. It's going to be popularity, so she's going to be a fortune popularity sim. Then we have Chloe Curious. I'm going to give these girls a makeover, but this is Chloe. Chloe is a romance sim. She wants to become a Hall of Famer level 10, so she obviously wants to do the sports. She doesn't really get on with Kristen or Erin, but she's okay with Lola. And PT9, Johnny, and Jill. We have a look at her family tree. We have her as the daughter of PT9 and Glan Curious. So this is kind of a bit complicated, but Glan Curious was abducted by aliens and she is one of the babies, and so is Lola. He had those two. So he had his 4 kids and then he had 2 alien pregnancies, and in this version of Strangetown, PT9 has been put as her parent. But he used to be a pollination technician before he retired and married Jenny, so it makes sense. So his wife is the sister of his daughters, which is a bit weird, but anyway, so she's also half siblings with Johnny, Jill, and Chloe. Well, she's siblings with Chloe, and then also the Curious brothers. So very confusing, but that's the family tree. She's unemployed, she's a Cancer, she's sloppy, she's outgoing, she's lazy, she's playful, she's nice. The complete opposite of her sister, Chloe just wants to meet new people and have a good time. She can often be found daydreaming or chatting on the phone. Here are her interests. Her memories, having a kiss, but that's it, really significant. Turned on by, I think we just said this earlier. Oh no, I don't know if this is the same as another sim, hold on. Oh, similar to Kristen, she likes good at cleaning, positive rep, and she doesn't like glasses. And let's see what her secondary will be. She's gonna be a secondary fortune, which is interesting. I really like Chloe Kira. She's one of my favourites. I think that's everything we need to know about her. And then her sister, we have Lola. Lola also wants to become a Hall of Famer, so I think we'll change that. I think, who do I want to change? We'll have a look at their personalities and see which one we want to change, because we don't want 2 Hall of Famer Sims. She's got the same family tree because obviously they're siblings, but it's very weird. I'm trying to work out what relation they are to Jenny, because they're kind of like half sisters but also sister-in-law. Kind of odd. She's obviously unemployed. She is a Sagittarius. She's sloppy, outgoing, a little bit lazy, serious and nice. Intelligent and focused. Lola knows what she wants and how to get it. She enjoys politics and telling those around her what to do. So because Lola is slightly more active, and let's have a look at their interest in sports. She's got a 2 in sports. She's only got a 3. I'm going to go for, because Lola's a little bit more active, I'm going to let her keep that lifetime 1, and we'll change Chloe's. Self-employed. I think she could be self-employed. I think we could definitely have her run some sort of home business. I think that'd be cool. And also, she would then meet a lot of people and be able to woohoo with them as a romance sim. So I think that's going to work. We'll go with that. So I also want to add some degrees for these girls. And it's Monday in their game, so that's awesome. Okay, so Lola, she wants to be a Hall of Famer. So we'll give her a degree in... I'm going to compare it to my own list rather than these careers because I have a mod that changes them. I'm going to give her a degree in political science because that will help her with her job, and her bio said she was interested in politics, so she's going to have that. Did we give her a secondary? No. Okay, let's do that. She's going to be a secondary family sim. It's quite nice. Okay, so they've all had their secondary aspirations. That's good. Right, Erin, let's see. She wants to become a Hall of Famer as well. Oh my god, they all want to become Hall of Famers. Obsessed. We're going to change that for her. I didn't even realise. Well, let's just see. Has she got more interest in... She's only got a 2 interest in sports, but she is more active than all 3 of the others. So I'm going to let her keep the Hall of Fame and we'll change Erin. So Erin now wants to reach the career top and have 3 children on high levels, which I think is good because she's a family sim. And she's already got the law and the business. So I'm going to look in business because we don't have a sim that's interested in business right now. I gave her a job in political science, which I think is a degree in political science, which I still think is still okay. And we're going to give Erin, we're going to give her biology, I think. Everyone wants to defend the Grim Reaper. I don't know, defeat the Grim Reaper. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, and then Kristen, she wants to become the law. So let's give her a degree. She's going to have philosophy. And then finally, Chloe. Doesn't really matter what Chloe has. I'm going to give her drama, I think. Looks like the girls are already fighting. Okay, so I think the girls are all set up. It's now just time to do a couple of makeovers, I think. And also off screen, I'm going to have to sort their house out because it's obviously new and they're all going to have to squidge in here. So hopefully they start moving and going on in their own separate ways. So here is Lola's new look. I like her. I think she looks really cute. So here's Erin's new look. This is Kristen. I quite like her. She's got quite simple makeup and she's got a nice short hairdo, which I quite like. Okay, this is Chloe Curious. I actually really like this hair. I thought she'd look good with an alternative colour hair and I think she would embrace the green and I think she looks awesome. Badass. I love it. She's naturally going to be a brown, so she will have brown genetics, but she's dyed it. Hopefully she likes it. And she nodded her head in approval. I don't think she loved it, but I did. So let's have a look at everyone's outfits. I do think I want to give... Kristen's is pretty plain. Lola's doesn't suit her new vibe. Erin, I don't like the turtleneck in the... I like the colour, but I don't like the turtleneck in Strangetown because it's too hot for that. Yeah, I'm going to give all the girls a makeover. My poor computer's probably going to be like, oh my god, load in the dresser. But let's start with Chloe. We're just going to do their everyday wear to start with. We can change their other outfits as we play. Okay, so I've done everyone's everyday wear. This is what Lola's wearing. I thought she'd be fairly sensible and just have a nice pair of comfy trousers and a nice blouse on, suitable for the heat. Erin has got like a crop top on, skirt and shoes. We can see her just there. It's like a little strawberry pink crop top. And then we have Kristen behind the door here. She's wearing like a yellow vest top and shorts. And then we have Lola here wearing this black bandana top and shorts as well. I just thought they'd all fit in shorts and skirts for the summer. So that is them set up and ready. I think I've done everything I need to do. Okay, here is AJ Loner. AJ is a fortune sim. He wants to become chief of staff, so he's going to be in a medical career with Cersei Beaker. He currently likes Holly Anderson, who's a townie. He's a Gemini. He's neat, outgoing, relatively nice, and a little bit serious, and he's quite fit. To pass the hours, AJ enjoys counting the grains of sand in his backyard. Here are his interests. His memories are of having a kiss with the mystery sim, and then I presume his parents dying, and he moved to Strangetown. He's turned on by poor sims with blonde hair, and he's turned off by rich sims, so he might like Erin Beaker because she's poor. He's not connected to any of the other sims. This is his family tree. And let's roll his secondary. And he's going to be a secondary family sim. Very nice. He is already set to Monday, which is awesome. And I think I'm going to give him a college degree as well. I just like the extra want slots, but some sims I'm like, I'm not going to give you one. I do have a mod called the University of Life where if they get certain promotions and milestones, then they can get extra want slots that way. So let's give him a degree. I'm quite happy with him wanting to be chief of staff. Don't mind that. Oh, that's not the one I want. He can have a degree in biology as well. It'd be interesting in him being in the same career as Cersei. Well, he actually doesn't have a job right now. But he wants to. So that's fair enough. And we'll give him a phone quick because that's always handy. And again, I'll probably do his house off screen before we actually get to his round. But let's have a look at him. Do we want to give him a makeover? I mean, I might just change his hair. There's not really much else we can do. His outfit's okay. It's nothing special, but we can change his hair. Okay, I gave him a new hairstyle, which I think suits him quite well, and I think he's quite happy with it. I don't think there's anything else I need to do for this household. And now we have the Kim family, our final family. And I've never seen this house. Oh, it's cool. We might have to change the terrain to match. But then again, it's supposed to be a movie show set. So we can kind of pretend it's kind of a little bit fake. Maybe we put a fence around it. I might actually change the terrain to like uber perfect grass, and then it can be like part of that TV show aesthetic. It's almost too perfect for Strangetown. I've never played this household ever. I've never seen this household. Let's put the road piece in. I think I'm going to put a fence around it as well. It's very sitcom-y, isn't it? I kind of like it. Let's get a fence. I'm literally going to do a white picket fence. I need her to come and catch these butterflies because they're in the way. Go away, butterflies. You're in the way of my fence building. Oh, well, we'll leave it for now. Okay, so I feel like that gives this house a little bit of lore of why it looks like it. But otherwise, it's a very cool house. This is just part of Sims 2 Pets randomly. But I kind of like it. So we have Cynthia Kim. She's a popularity sim. She wants to win 30 dance contests and maximise body and dance skill. She's got a lot of charisma, body, a little bit of logic, a little bit of creativity. She is a Aries. She's slightly sloppy, but she's outgoing, active, and she's not too bad, serious and grouchy. Cynthia is looking forward to finally living in a house with working appliances and running water instead of plywood backdrop. Most of all, she can't wait to get the real made instead of a robotic prop that actually cleans up. Yeah, interest point. We know that her hobby is music and dance, so maybe she should have that aspiration then. And she got engaged. She had her first kiss with Robert, she got engaged, she got married, and she woohooed and had a baby. She likes fitness and formal wear, and she turned off by poor Sims. I'm going to let her keep her lifetime one, why not? And then we're going to roll for her secondary. She rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, family. Perfect. Looks very nice for her, I think. Yeah, I'm going to let her have that lifetime one. Maybe she's moving from acting into dance. I'm going to give her a college degree, and I'm going to give her acting because she was obviously in a TV show, so she's going to have a drama degree. She wants to get a job in the music career. That could work for her. And then we have her husband, Robert. Robert is a fortune sim. He wants to have a £100,000 mansion, perfect garden, all hard help and luxury items. That makes sense. He's really good friends, he's best friends with his son. That's so sweet. He also has a few skills in charisma. It makes sense, and body. He likes formal wear and black hair, and he's turned off by poor Sims. Same memories, near enough. Here's his interest points. And he is a Gemini. He's outgoing and active, a little bit low on the other others, but not too bad. Robert longs for simpler days when a wholesome joke and some cute science fiction was enough to keep an audience happy. He personally prefers the clean atomic future from the show and loves to surround himself with that style. Nice. He hasn't got a job, but that's him. Let's roll his secondary. 1, 2, 3, 4. He also got family, so I feel like these guys are going to have a ton of kids. Okay, and then their son is, what's your name? Justin. He's a CE student, but he has got quite a few skills. He's got charisma and creativity, quite a bit. He is a Aries. He's a little bit sloppy, but he's outgoing, active, quite balanced with serious and grouchy. I think he's got his mum's personality. Yeah, he's got identical personality to his mum. And Cynthia and her husband have got very, very similar personalities. Justin used to have recurring nightmares that he would just become yet another has-been child star. Now that he's dropped from the spotlight, will his nightmares come true, or can he replace the fading flicker with a new dream? I really like this family. I've never even heard of them till I was just like looking through the pin families. Okay, so let's give Robert a degree. I'm going to give him an art major. I feel like he's going to be a creative dude. And he wants to get a job in the athletic career, so that's fine. We can lock that in. Don't mind him having that job. We've done the road piece. It is Monday morning. I don't think there's anything else we need to do for this family. I might give Cynthia a different top. I don't think a jumper really works for Strangetown. Let's change her appearance as well. Let's have a closer look at her. I think her eye makeup's a little bit heavy. But then maybe she's used to being on TV. I might just make her eyeshadow a tiny bit lighter. Yeah, that's cute. She's very pretty. I might give her a different hairstyle as well. I'm kind of tempted to give her this Jetsons kind of vibe. Like, she always had her hair like this when she was on TV. And she's kind of got so used to having her hair that way that's the way she does it. I know that sounds so stupid, but it just reminds me of the Jetsons. Like, they're such like Stepford kind of vibes. But I really like them. Oh my god, that hair. I love it. It's just part of Strangetown, isn't it? These guys suit strange. Wow, I can't speak. They suit Strangetown so well. I'm also going to buy her a outfit that I think is going to fit. They're almost a bit too perfect. Perfect hair, perfect makeup. Very like 60s vibe, the hair, I think. Even though the TV show is set in the future, it just makes me think of the Jetsons. Okay, I got Cynthia this outfit. Let's have a look at Robert. I think he looks great, but I'm going to change his jacket because I feel like it's too hot for Strangetown. I gave him quite a funky outfit as well. Yeah, I think we're going to leave this family here. I think they're going to be quite fun to play, actually. I'm really quite intrigued by them and their little house. Okay, I just went in and changed up the Curious Brothers. So Pascal now has a t-shirt, shorts, and he's got different glasses. Vidkun, I decided to take glasses off him because all three had glasses, but he's had his taken off. He's got a new hairstyle, and he's got this like shirt and chino type outfit going on. And then Laszlo, I've made a bit of a hippie. Well, he already was anyway, but he's got a fuller beard, longer hair. I don't really like the coloured lenses glasses, but he's got this shirt and trousers. So I think that with that, we are finished with all the setup for Strangetown, which is really good. And we can really start getting into it now. Everything is done. I added in some trailers over here, a convenience store, a couple of extra houses, a church, a restaurant, chicken shop, a diner somewhere, thrift store, like a park, you know, just some extra little bits here and there for them to have things to go and do. And then I added a skyline and a sky in. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you enjoyed watching the setup process, and I will see you for part 1. Bye guys.